I don't know about you, but if anybody makes it, surely I will. Gloria a Dios. Good evening, everybody. This is the late night edition of the St. James Show and an affiliate of the Carnal Church sector. What's up, everybody? Kevin Moore, I know what time it is over there in Brooklyn, but you're up. Yes, you are, sir. You're up. Appreciate you being up. Everybody come in and hit that like button for me. What's up, Jesse? Thank you for coming through tonight. I know it's late over there in Detroit, but it's all right. Mari is in the house. I know it's late over there in Florida, but it's all right. You'll be all right. You going to church in the morning? Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Not one regret. That's good. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I ain't got nothing to do tonight, you know. I declined going out and hanging out with some friends at this event. I was like, do I want to see the same old people? I was like, nah, I don't want to see the same old people in my city. They do this little monthly chill suite. It's like an R&B type of thing. But you just seem to see the same people. And I'm like, I really don't want to be bothered with that tonight. So I think I'm just going to stay in and hang out. I can save my money by buying them watered down. Just hang out at the house. What's everybody else is doing? It's a midnight Tarian service. Come on, if you need it, we're here for you. If you need the Holy Ghost tonight, we'll sit down and we'll tarry with you. Yes, we will. We'll tarry until you're endowed with the Holy Ghost. Or maybe we may tell you to come back next week if you're taking too long. It don't take too long. It don't take long for the Holy Ghost to move. If you ain't getting it quickly, then you're not sincere about it. You're playing around at the altar. Boy, them altar workers, they said, all right, son, go on and sit down. You playing around with God. Sit down now. And the other old lady, Mother Carter, used to be at the altar. She used to get in your ear. I was at the altar one time. I wasn't praying for the Holy Ghost, but I think I just went up for prayer or something. And I heard her talk to this man. She got in his ear. She said, make love to the Lord. I said, Mother Carter, if you don't stop all that foolish seduction Tarian services at this altar. She told that man to make love to the Lord. I said, oh, Jesus, my God, today. What's up, D. Geno? Thank you for being a member. Members. All these members are up in the house tonight. Justin's a member. Mari's a member. Kevin's a member. Ooh, you on the shut-in list? Okay, what happened? You sick and afflicted, Jesse? We had one pastor here. He got tired of the say this woman came to the altar every Sunday. Oh, pray for me, Bishop. Pray for me, Bishop. One Sunday, he was one of the mean and surly bishops and pastors, Church of God in Christ. He told her right over the pulpit, turn around, go sit down. You just afflicted. Go sit down. I said, oh, that's horrible. A friend of mine told me that story. I said, wow. I said, sound like my pastor. That was show Bishop Johnson. Was that too cringy for you, Nicola? You don't want to make love to the Lord? Ooh, Mother Carter was a mess. What's up, Sean? The link is posted, everybody. If you want to, it's an open panel tonight. If you just want to come up and talk about a few things, hit that link. Hit the link. It is pinned in the chat, and moderators, if every so often, just kind of repost it in the chat for me. All right. Yeah. But what do you have going on here? Let's see what we have going on. We don't have any major updates in regards to announcements and things like that. There's really nothing new. Now, baby, they over there scraping. They had that JD Design make them a flyer for tomorrow. They want y'all in the house over there. That's the Hilliards. So, what do y'all think they are going to talk about tomorrow? I know one thing. If they do, I need to figure out their live stream so I can see. Well, people are getting hip now. They just shutting down them live streams. But we sure want to know what old Dr. Ivy Hilliard and uh, Irishia is going to talk about tomorrow. Y'all going to talk about Mama? Y'all going to talk about Bridget? Y'all going to talk about Carmesia? She came out with a little video. The other daughter, the other estranged daughter, she's like an author and a speaker. It's funny because all of them seem to be really talented, really gifted, but they just won't get along. You ever experienced that in your family? They all gifted, they all preaching and everything. Yeah, that's it is bad. That Jesus is my husband. Oh, be quiet. You so deep. Jesus ain't rubbing up on your thighs. Have anybody heard of Mother Stacks? Oh yeah, we heard of Mother Stacks. Y'all hit that like button for me. Yeah, she passed away. That's Witherspoon, John Witherspoon's sister. Was she Kojic? No. She was more apostolic than anything. Mother Stacks? No, 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 no. She wasn't about that Kojic life. She was more apostolic. Yeah. Listen here. Who was that sitting with a cloth around their neck? Was that Vanessa Bell the other week? She had a Mother Stacks cloth around her neck. Somebody threw around her neck. Was it Sister Glenn? I don't know if that was Renee Glenn or not. She had one of them prayer. Oh, she was real evil. Real evil. But they say she can get a prayer through. Jesse, is that you? Or are you trying to porn bomb me tonight?
I'm not pouring bombing. This ain't Goonies.
Praise the Lord. What you mad? You been afflicted tonight? You in the shut in list?
Oh, well, last night I went to my friend's birthday party. Her 30th.
You got the vid. You got the vid.
No, I ain't really been drinking that often lately. So my tolerance is low. So I had a hangover all this morning.
Oh, so you're
And
one of the people
then,
I put. We can get a few sinners in here tonight. I see you one of them. Okay, go ahead.
Holy Ghost!
Somebody got to just holler the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, we're going to have to call Mother. What's Mother name over there that be playing that guitar?
Uh, 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 uh. What is her name? I always forget her name. Queen Mother. That's what they call her, but I forget what her name is. What's her name, y'all? What's a guitar woman's name? Oh yeah, he
The
got
one
the
that be.
cooties.
I ain't got the
They said
cooties.
they said you got the cooties. Who's you over there? You know, kissing on and carrying on at the
I
party.
was kissing. I was kissing on the throne of Jesus. Because you
On the
know what they say.
throne.
Every man wants a. Every man. Every.
Oh, surely I will. My God, today. So what'd you do today? Just hang out or what?
Yeah, I had to
Because that was
lay
last
down.
night. So you was kind of just at home sick today or what?
Yeah, had hungover, and then right
Mm.
before you came on, I had to regurgitate. So
Well, that's beautiful. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
praise the Lord. But
You're
anyway,
not supposed to get drunken. Be not drunken. I think that's in the Bible somewhere. Yeah.
hallelujah.
Yeah.
But but it don't take
Mhm.
much because I don't. My tolerance is low.
Yeah.
Like I have like 2 drinks and I'll be like just about to pass out now. Mother Hill.
Mother Vera Hill. That's right. Vera Hill. Maybe when she was sitting there tarrying for the Holy Ghost and she was murmuring at the mouth and all that white stuff. I said, Mother Hill, this is disgusting. Thank you, Ryan
Child.
Green.
It was a mother at my church looked just like her. Just
I
like
think
her.
Mother Hill got that look that's at everybody's church.
Uh-huh. It's a Mother Hill and especially if you apostolic. She
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah, yeah.
apostolic down.
Because she always covers her head. She's a cool J seer. She always covers her head. You don't see her without anything covering on.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She always had her hat. And I came on because Care had said something about Mother Stacks. You know, she done went viral 4 years after she done passed.
What'd she go viral again doing?
Hold on, let me find this video. I was trying to find it. Cause people don't get like the way things were back in the day. No, you didn't mess with them mothers back in the day, and everybody
Right.
just you let them say what they was gonna say. If you got too mad, you just left the church like everybody
And
else
it
did.
seemed like the meaner they are, the more spiritual we thought they were.
Well, they did. They was able to get a prayer through quickly.
Right. So I think we gave them passes because we just had confidence in them because they were just it's like they didn't do no sin. They were strict. They didn't believe in nothing. They didn't like nothing and nobody but Jesus. That's all they liked. And something about that meanness in these old mothers that just made
Yep.
us think that they was like really deep. Mother Stacks didn't like none of that music, that spooky Eddie Long music that they play when she's doing prayer. She didn't play none of that.
I
She
sent
didn't like.
something to you in the chat because that's
Okay.
exactly why she was going off.
Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I like that way. Now I can just click on it and then share
I,
it.
I don't know why I didn't think about this
Oh
sooner.
yeah, yeah. That's why yeah. No, this has always been a Mother Stacks. Uh she don't play when it comes to that music while she's ministering. Here, let me share it. Let's see. Uh-oh. Do I have any sound? Oh, there it is.
You know, Jazz, you hear what I'm saying to you? Don't bring no jazz in here.
Ain't no jazz.
I'm gonna slap you on that arm.
Mm.
You don't play with God. I'm not playing.
Amen.
I hear everything in here. Right now.
Mm.
Hallelujah.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling
My God. Listen here. You didn't play with Mother Stacks. There she is, Kevin.
Mm-mm.
There she is. She said, don't play no jazz. And then she threatened to slap him. That she did. And we thought that was just so spiritual. And they was just so holy.
They was.
She was at GEI. Yes, Vera Hill was there. That was a good surprise for what did he come for Bishop, right? Because Bishop likes her. I think Vera or
It
Karen.
was First Lady.
Oh, okay. Okay. Your question is how she know? Well, her brother. She gonna blame it on her brother. Her brother was, with the spoon. So what's his first name?
John Witherspoon
John
Pop.
Witherspoon. Yeah. Maybe she knew it because he played all that stuff, because he
Yeah,
was
she heard that little lick there at the beginning of the video. The organist, the piano player, they did like a little Roy Ayers little riff. It was a little too jazzy for her. So she
right. No,
said,
she wasn't gonna have that.
uh-uh. I sent you another link to John Witherspoon talking about her if you wanted to play like a minute of that. He
Oh,
did
okay.
he did like I was watching that earlier today. I was telling my friend because he Baptist. I was like, that's just how they was in the Apostolic Church.
Yeah.
How
Let's
they was.
let's see Mother Vera Hill real quick.
Well, no, that's John Wood. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go back to John.
Okay.
Mm. My God. Come on, Mother. She was on tour.
One night only.
Right. Mm. Oh, her. Funny thing about it, she wasn't playing nothing.
Oh Lord.
She wasn't playing, but she was playing, but it's like she was playing the same tune, the same thing, you know. She wasn't playing nothing.
I think she'll start doing a little bit more at the end.
Yeah.
You know, that was my father was going to this gospel church when I was little, and the first lady would get up and do praise and worship every day, every service, and they sung only about 5 songs, and she did that same little guitar lick just like Mother Hill.
And that's the funny part, though, Jesse. She's not as old as we think Vera Hill is.
Was she? Wait.
Ray is saying 43, but I think she's
probably like around my mama age.
I was thinking she was like, I thought she was in her late 40s, almost 50 or something.
You lying.
I'm not even lying. Ray she's like way younger than we think she is. Yeah.
I thought she was like,
she's not she's not 43, but she's younger than we think she is. She's like in her 50s or something like that. She look old as hell.
70 something.
No, she's not. She's not.
I just wait. So she younger than my mama. My mama turned 60 next year.
Ray says she thinks she's barely 60. I think you're right, because I want to say she had like a birthday and they were wishing her a happy birthday. And I think at that time she was like in her 50s. And I'm like, girl, you had a hard life, mother. I thought holiness was supposed to youngen you. Holiness stripped of her youth. My God.
I just assumed that woman was born in the civil rights, Jim Crow.
At least. The link is pinned. This is an open panel. If anybody wants to come up and you ain't crazy and I ain't got to drop you, then feel free to hit the link. We're just having an open discussion tonight. He said, "You lying to me." I think that woman loves me saying that on the beef sector. You lying to me. Here, you sent me about John Witherspoon. Is it the beginning that he talks about her?
Yeah, it's the whole
okay.
video. Just play like a minute. It's not
okay. All right, we'll play like a minute.
I told you I am from a family of 11 kids, and I have 2 older sisters. I don't get along with my older sister, my oldest one. I don't get along. I'm trying my best not to whoop her ass.
And for context, for the people coming in late, this is Mother Stacks, Gertrude Stacks' real brother, actor John Witherspoon. Yeah. From Boomerang and
Friday.
We're brothers, and we're married, and what all that stuff,
Friday, yeah.
Friday, yeah. Go ahead. In a good stand-up that he's talking about his sister Gertrude Stacks. That's
no, he's talking about her.
Yeah, right. Ray did a little investigation. He said, okay, she's 70, just 70, but she's been around for 10 years. So when you think about it, when we first seen her, she was 60 years old, but I would have swore she was 70 at that time.
You right.
Yeah.
And then she done got, she been eating too many ham hocks lately.
Yeah.
She been slowing down. Lord Jesus. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Ray goes say, if you've been holy since the teens, it ages you. Yeah, it can. Something about them jean skirts and them culottes. It just kind of,
Yeah.
makes you age a little bit. Well, them girls always looked older, though. All the girls in
Yeah.
holiness, they always look older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they always slap on them old silly, Party City wigs.
Yeah. Yeah. They couldn't, and in some of the apostolic churches, they couldn't cut their hair. Remember that?
Yeah, no, they didn't let you cut your hair at them
Hmm.
cool JC churches, and
Hmm.
ain't no makeup, all that stuff codes you get away with, baby.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. There was a Kojic church here, though, back in the day that they were even more strict than the apostolic church. I was like, Jiminy Cricket. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. They were
But that
real.
was back in the day.
Yeah, that was back in the 90s,
Mm-hmm.
when, early 90s or what have you. But still, it was just like crazy because I was like, don't you cut your glory. That's what they used to tell them. Don't you cut your glory. Don't cut your hair.
And then
And
the
then,
men, you can't have no long hair because we was watching Solomon Simple,
mhm.
um Bishop, Lord Jesus, his name that slipped my mind. You know who I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, I was watching Solomon Simple back in the day, and I was looking at that. I was like, ain't none of the men got long hair. Like everybody hair is
No.
cut. There wasn't no high
Mhm.
top face, no Jerry
And
curls,
did they
none
have
of it.
facial hair? Because some of them couldn't have facial hair.
I don't think I saw any facial hair at
Mm-mm,
all.
they can't. They couldn't have, like, UPC. All those people in the Spanish Apostolic, you can't have facial hair. And I used to go there and sing. And I remember one time they asked me if I would cut my goatee and my mustache off, and I said no. I ain't gonna have a butt lip trying to sing in front of y'all. Y'all looking at me crazy? No. And so I eventually, they still wanted me to go sing because I wasn't cutting my beard and mustache off. But
That's ridiculous.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. They said it's celestial apostolic. Probably. That prophetess, probably. She don't like nothing. Ain't nobody right. Probably. It sounds about apostolic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No colored suits. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
My pastor told me one day my shoes and my ties was too loud. I said, well, cover your ears, Bishop. He kind of chuckled, but he was pissed off.
Well, and a lot of that ideology, like Sean said, it doesn't come from the Bible. It comes
No, no,
from
no, no, not at all. Not at
white
all.
patriarchy.
No,
It's
no,
from
no.
European standards.
European standards and control. It's all a mechanism of control.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Yeah, they're extremely strict. It's a wonder we made it out. I don't know how we made it out, Jesse.
Child. They need to bring some of it back.
Now they need to trickle a little bit of that back. Just trickle a
Uh-huh.
little bit of it back into the house of God.
Yeah, they be having to, the church done turned into the gay club, honey.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Boys Town, Chicago, all the time. Yes, it is.
West Hollywood.
We hope. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Would you do me a favor and hit that like button and do share? That don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. All right. And subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the St. James Show and become a member. The link is in the bio. And remember to comment respectfully, or we have to use our golden $500 shovel to get your ass up out of here. We got it from FedEx from Marvin Winans. And Woodwood. What's it? Church on?
The current church is on Nevada and Van Dyke.
Where's the non-existent, the non-opening church? Where's that at? Woodward and what?
Neverland Ranch Farm.
Never ever land. That's where it's at. That's
Never will
right.
happen. Land is on 7 Mile.
They gonna collect the church check tomorrow for it. I guarantee you. Mm-hmm.
What he doing now? Because I heard you talking about Marvin Winans earlier. What is he doing now?
What is he doing now? Was I talking about him earlier?
Yeah, you had said something about him, and I didn't catch it. I thought you were saying that he was doing some more services or something to raise more money.
No. What I was saying about when we were talking about the giving and how the different ways that they try to trick you into giving more, because every January he asks for everyone to participate in 1 week salary. You need to give up 1 week salary for consecration month in January. So
Right
whatever
after
you
the
make,
holidays, right?
right after the holidays, and you're broke, you bought your kids a bunch of gifts and your family a bunch of I love you gifts, and he comes right after the holidays and tries to make his budget, his yearly budget, in 1 month. Ain't that good business?
Ain't even let the people get their refund
Nah.
IRS check yet.
At least wait till about February, March, huh?
Yeah.
At least March. IRS, they late with it, all refunds these days. So at least March.
Yeah, let people get, at least that. Because, we ain't like St. James. We still get refund checks back around here.
You listen, I ain't seen a refund check in years.
But, people want to see receipts of houses being sold.
Listen here. These people ain't never owned a caddy shack and want to see what I've sold and what I own. Let the record
Child.
reflect. You just kind of, some of them things, you just kind of say, oh, that was cute. And you just move on,
Delusional.
You saw a black eye on Hilliard. What's the cliff notes on this so I can be caught up? Well, the cliff notes is Bridget Hilliard. She had on August 18th, I think that was the date she keeps harping on. August 18th, she had some kind of accident. Now, no one is really saying what the accident was, but that particular day landed her. She says she died. Bridget says she died and she came back to life. What you doing? Okay.
Dad,
I hear some noise. What, some
I'm
background? What
sorry.
you do? You did something. Okay. But she
I
says
was
she
switching
died.
from my ear.
Oh, you switched devices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She says she died, Nicole, and she came back to life. Now, she ended up in Florida. Now, we never even figured out why she from Texas to Florida. That still remains to be seen or to be known. But she was erratic, talking really out of her head. IV Hilliard, her husband, sends out a letter to the pastors that who's associated under their ministry. They're covering that, First Lady Bridget Hilliard. They're concerned about her, and she's having a medical situation. In other words, a mental situation. And it seems like they were trying to get ahead of the story before she start talking too much, because she hasn't really said a lot. But what she's not saying is very interesting. She keeps talking about not having to take narcotics anymore. And Jesse, when you say narcotics, doesn't that just kind of put a different kind of connotation on it? Don't you think?
Yeah, it made me think about Tina and Ron Ron.
Right, fentanyl, some, Percocet. Come on, Percocet,
Mm-hmm.
and all these other stuff. And I don't have to take any narcotics. I haven't had any narcotics since. So I don't know if she's had some history of drug use, or I don't know. It just leaves a lot of things open. So, and as we get deeper into the story, a lot of things are coming to light. There's 4 girls, I believe, or 3. There's one, I guess, that Bridget had, that Carmisha, but that's not IV's daughter. But then they have the Persia, who's the singer, the stud singer that Amanda is accusing of being with. What'd she say, Tasha Cobb's singer or something? I don't know. That's Amanda.
Timonda.
Timonda, that's Timonda and her foolishness. And then they have Irishia, who's the pastor now. And I think there's another one. But see, I'm trying to figure out, I'm not sure which one it was. I don't know if it was Carmesia or whatever, Kermesia, but one of them, and a lot of this seems to have a good deal, a starter kit of dealing with money. One of the daughters was accused of embezzling money from the church.
Ooh.
Yeah. So one of the daughters was accused of embezzling money. So, and I'm not sure which one it is. We would have to ask T. Manda about that. So I don't know if it was Kermesia or whatever, but the only daughter that Bridget Hilliard was referencing was Prashia. You know, and Prashia, we know that she's, I don't know if she's I know she has come out in the past and said she was lesbian, but she's a great singer. But I think they said something about they tried to, just do the hocus pocus to try to get her straight, and that didn't work. But
Child.
I think what happened was, I guess she got close to the mom. I'm not sure what the relationship with Ivy Hilliard is, but yeah. So the only person she was referencing in those really crazy cryptic videos that she did like a week ago, I'm talking about Bridget did, well, she was just referencing one of her daughters. It's like, what happened to the other ones? And one of them, I guess it was reported to me that they like legally, one of them like legally divorced the parents.
Emancipated, is that the word?
Yeah, emancipated. So this is going on. These first families are wild, Jesse. You never know what is really going on. I mean, you have these Hilliards who he run around the country, run around the world. He's a great offering lifter because he's one of the prosperity preachers. For years, he's been living in mansions. He's been driving the best of cars. But it seems to me that Bridget is like, I can't take anymore. She had a mental break, and now she living in Florida, and the church and everybody else is in Texas. I think
So it
she's.
sounds.
Mhm.
So to me, is it a possibility that she always has been bipolar?
There's a very good possibility, because from what I'm listening from other people, they said she was always on the mean side. She
Okay,
was
yeah.
she was always mean. And even in that cryptic video that she posted, she was had these dates, but she was like, the Lord was working on me, and she mentioned her being mean or something like that. She really mentioned something weird like that. So we may be dealing with, we're definitely dealing with some type of mental illness, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it
But it
is.
sounds like, because I have a family member that's bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't come out until one of our family members passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Then all the symptoms started coming out. But anyways, it sounds like to me that either she got off her meds,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or she needs a change in her medication, like they need to up it or something like
I
that.
think Pat said she had stopped taking her medication. She had stopped
Yeah.
taking it. Yeah.
Yeah, when she said, I've been, I'm not doing no more narcotics or whatever, that's what it sounds like. She's off her bipolar medication. Because just
Mm-hmm.
like my particular family member, they rip and run between Michigan and Chicago when they're having a manic episode that's
Oh.
untreated. So they
Oh.
do that. They do a lot of that flight stuff, like just
Okay.
popping up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that sounds like that's what that is. Just like Shane Perry.
Yeah, just like him. Yeah, yeah. And see, he's sitting in a jail cell tonight. So
Doing the
hopefully,
jailhouse raw.
no, he's doing a job. Preach to the prison ministry ought to be bumping in that jail, man. Preach to them black people like you like to preach to us. Go on and preach to them in jail, Shay. But it's really a crazy situation. I didn't listen to the video that Kermesia did, the other daughter. I mean, listen, she wrote a book about something about church and whatever that book title was, but she's been disgruntled and estranged for years. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe she is even with the video that they made, you can tell that they had to do a lot of editing to it. It wasn't like a straight through thing, more editing. She probably was just going off. She probably was just saying the crazy stuff that they just had to edit out. Somebody's with her, so.
What I don't get about, pastors these days, especially in this situation, why can't we just keep it real? You don't know what kind of, how you would save and help somebody else out that is going with the same situation in their family. If you just say, you know what, let's put it all on the floor. My wife has been suffering from mental illness, and we're praying that we can all come up to a resolution. Blah blah blah. Just keep it real. No, we got to still go through the pomp and circumstance and write these big elaborate statements. For what?
That's why what it is? You know what it is, Jesse, though? It's the people losing confidence in the ministry. And when they lose confidence in the ministry, the money is gone. So when you keep it real stuff is going to start coming out of the closet. That's what they don't. They want to keep it semi-real because they don't want everything to start falling out that closet. Because I guarantee you're talking about a history of you have a lesbian daughter. You preach against lesbians, everything else. You have one of the daughters who was accused of embezzling money from the church. Another daughter, who just divorced you, emancipated herself, So imagine the secrets that would drop when you keep it real.
Yeah. But that's one of those things where it's like the generational divide is coming in. Because my generation, we won't try to keep it real. Y'all wonder why Leandria is so successful. She keep going to these churches, packing it out.
And then John Gray is telling her that she's keeping it real. She's for the keep it real generation, so she's comfortable in what she's doing.
Yeah, so we that you got to look at us because baby boomers are going away. All of that, doing things out of ritual, or just to protect an image. That way is going away. We need to hear some real. Life stories, real challenges to keep people engaged because my generation, we're tired of that same old business as usual.
Yeah. More visual now, more practical. They don't want to hear your stories. They want to see. They want to see it for themselves. The book she did was Going to Church to Catch Hell. That's the book that the daughter wrote. Going to Church to Catch Hell. I mean,
Lord.
And
y'all need pamphlets.
You're right. But Jay Michelle, she said they may have been giving her meds to keep her under control, and that there may be something to that. That wouldn't surprise me either. And like you said, it would help people, Sean, to keep it real, but the family isn't ready for all the real bones to fall out that closet. And you got to remember, these folks had connections with Jake. They have connected with Jake's. They were big with Dr. Fred Price. Dr. Fred Price, I mean, when they became apostles, they were there. When they deemed Pastor Fred and what's Betty Price, they made them apostles. This was that whole gang, Jakes and Cardone. It was all those what they call them, prosperity preachers, but they call them
charismatic.
Yeah, but no, there was a word that they do, a word of faith. That was the kind of word of faith. Yeah.
That whole era.
Yeah. And that was a whole era. And they came up, they got rich off of that word of faith era. They really did.
Because we got to
says
work.
If you start living a real life, you don't have to be afraid of keeping it real. But you know what? Sometimes real Kevin don't keep that money flowing for them. They got to have that facade.
Well, child, this money drying up everywhere, so I don't know. Is it worth it?
My thing is, and then they have this flyer produced for church tomorrow. And it's like, that they are doing damage control as much as once Larry Reed talked about it, his platform, he'll go further than any of us will. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Jesse, that's just how it is. You got to call a thing a thing. But they know that now they have to try to get on top of the story. So it's going to be interesting what they talk about tomorrow.
And we, the people, will be watching.
Yeah. Hey, Tim Bree. What she say? She wrote that book over 14 years. Woo, they've been going through this a long time. A very powerful book. Everything that is public now was written about years ago, and she was dismissed. Yet here we are. It'll trickle out. It'll trickle out eventually. It'll trickle out eventually. And I know they tried to put her away quietly, as they say. But let me tell you, she about to sell some books, Tim Bree, this week. She about to sell some books. So it was Kermisha who was accused. I knew one of them was accused of stealing money, embezzling money. The church. The other daughters are Tina, Irishia, and Prashia. Okay, so there is 4. Okay, so I knew there was at least 4. Now, it's my understanding that Kermisha is not Ivy Hilliard's biological daughter. Correct, Cherie?
These names, Lord, good God Almighty.
I'm stuck on Cherie. That's my ex-wife name.
Oh. My Cherie,
and I had to say it, Cherie Johnson. No, we all right. We cool. My daughter would tell me, not too much on my mama.
I know that's right.
My daughter will get me together about her mama in 2.2 seconds. That is correct. Okay, gotcha. All right. So Kermisha is not. Yeah, I understand. What? Kermisha, what you over there stealing? How much money you get, girl? Give me some.
What in the Peace Apostolic, huh?
Right. Oh, but we on the wall with peace. They in their appeal period. Oh, but we coming back with a vengeance. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry your pretty little self over there, Miss Prince. We'll be back, and our goal is to get your crazy husband out of that pulpit over there at peace.
Because baby, these are 1, 2, 3 Mickey Mouse. Ooh, ain't nothing about that apostolic, baby.
But it just goes to tell you. I mean, it ain't just Kojik's doing things. It's in all these churches, because that money aspect is with all the churches. Everybody wants the cash out. So, oh yeah, she about to make some money on them books. That's for sure. Yeah. What was it? The name of it? Where you at, Keisha? Keisha put it in there. It was going to church to catch hell. Woo! My God. And a poor thing, you already know. When blended, when you have a family and you're the only one that don't have the same daddy, everybody else, there's always kind of some break in communication there.
Oh yes, definitely.
So,
yeah.
All these Shias, Prashia, Irishia, Kermishia, oh, Jesus.
Tina, Erica.
What's that song precedes? My heart's cry, glorified in his holy temple. Da, 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 da. What's that song?
I don't remember.
Da, 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 da. Oh, I gotta play it now. I gotta,
because by the time that came out, I was tiptoeing up out the church. So.
Let me see something. Let me see. Because it was one of I used to sing it all the da, 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 da. Well, this one she looked like a girl too.
Yeah, because I was like, I remember that name.
Yeah, here it is. Let's see. Let me get out of here. Hold on. Let me see if I put it on my bedroom. I think I clicked the wrong one. Oh, it's in my bedroom now. Hold on, y'all. Almost got it. Almost got it.
Y'all get them likes up.
Get them likes up. Can you hear that?
I can.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah,
you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how we love you. Come on, Brashia. Let's speed it up. And I love it because it's simple, just modulation. I love songs like that. Easy for congregation, not, show off praise teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's an actual congregation song, and it's called "Oh How We Love You." That's what it's called. "Oh How We Love You," and it's Prashia Hilliard. If y'all want to listen to it, you probably have heard it before, but just kind of connecting the dots of who these folks are that have come to our attention these days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's her. And that song, this is what I'm saying. It's so funny, and they want to talk about sexuality and all this other. Go on somewhere, y'all. Y'all, my God.
Because if it's up to the way y'all be talking, we all gonna end up in the lake of fire.
Right. Tim Bree says you don't think it's her that took the money. Well, I sure want to know who took the cash. Who got the loot? Who took the loot out? Mm-hmm. I don't know. She probably felt like her mom chose her over her husband. Well, it's really telling. This cryptic video. The mother only speaks of Prashia. Only speaks of her. She doesn't speak. She says, "I can't wait to see my family, my daughter, my husband." She says, "My husband and my daughter Prashia." She don't say nobody else.
Now it's bad if she only want to see the lesbian every
Right. Well, maybe she only want to see the real, true one who's living their real truth. Maybe that's what she want to see. Maybe she's tired of all the fakeness. Maybe Bridget is trying to say something. Bridget, you ain't over there licking, are you?
Every man.
You just, I'm just asking, Bridge. I'm just asking. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, so that's an interesting deal. I mean, that's crazy. Oh, my God.
And I used to want to be a part of a first family when I was little.
You know what? Weren't we always jealous of the first family, Jesse?
We were, if we tell the truth.
If you want to just tell the truth and shame the devil, we always had our little, and it's interesting that you brought that up because we always looked at them. They had the most, they dressed better than everybody else. I mean, even when we, after church in the fellowship hall, if we were having dinner, but the first family was eating at a special table with china.
Right.
And we had paper plates.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
My, one of the kids that was, he was a grandkid at the church. His birthday was like 4 days before mine. We like, 8, 9.
Yeah.
He getting $1,000 for his birthday. I wanted $1,000.
Right. Right. Well, see, now we know it does, Sean. Now we know it takes a lot out of your life. But, sitting back, looking in as children, we didn't know all this. We didn't, the church that I come out, I didn't learn about what was going on in my church until I was long gone, maybe 10 years.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know the real deal, So looking, sitting out, just looking at them, you're jealous. You want that,
Yeah.
So
But
if you want to be honest,
no, you can't pay me.
listen
No.
here. No. It is. That's why sometimes I admire, I look at the Sheard family, they're prominent, you know, first family, but you have to kind of give it to them. Even when it comes to J. Drew, listen, J. Drew likes pussy. Okay, we understand that. J. Drew ain't getting he don't want no wife. He just wants some puss. So we understand, but it brings some humanity to it. We've been through the ups and downs with Kiera Sheard. She had Welton, and we don't know what happened to Welton. Welton, I guess, didn't want to. Oh, they said Welton.
They said Welton every man.
And Welton, and then now she got old Kelly. What's his name? Jordan. And he's a regular guy pushing his lawn business and stuff. So we see
pushing that lawnmower back and forth.
Listen, this regular guy, So we see some more humanity going on with it. Now I do believe they tried to cover up what was ever the issue between them, and I'm kind of probably convinced that there was something going on.
Well, didn't I tell you that all these Detroit, and Sean can back me up on this. All these Detroit, they ain't up to no good, So that's why I was outside of people's house,
What was you doing outside people's house, Jesse?
Sometimes you gotta handle business. And like Rasputia on Norbit said, oh, you want to see a bitch slide, go down the slide? I'm gonna show a bitch how to go down the slide.
So you had to go over there and show them a few things. Show these folks something.
I like police and stuff.
You like police. You love the law. The law is for the lawless, and you love the law.
I love, I was chopping it up, That's what I be when I'm not watching St. James, when I'm not watching Uncle Tim. I'm watching a police body cam video.
Try to figure out what must you do to get on there. No, I can't say that for flimsy. Now, one thing about the church I come out of, class. That's why it's hard, Jesse, for me to go into churches that don't do things in a more excellent way. Even when it came down to how the church looked, they were strict. The pastor called for cleanup detail once a month, I believe. People would come to the church and clean, but we had a great big cathedral. We had a cathedral. We had a gymnasium next door to the cathedral. And on the other side, we had a recording studio. So we had a huge church, and it took a lot to keep it clean, But I can understand, but flimsy paper plates and all that ghetto-ness. Oh, no.
Ghetto.
Even though they had china and we only had paper plates, at least there was some, Chinette or something,
Yeah, it was the $5 ones, not the $1.
It was some good Costco plates. It wasn't the cheapest Smart and Final plates you can find. It was decent. You said you were a nanny for 11 years. You don't want it. Oh, I believe it. Yeah. Oh, I know you've seen a lot of things, J. Rochelle, sitting up in a pastor's house.
Baby, I don't know how she did that for 11 years.
Yeah, I can't yet. I don't do white refrigerators. Even though I was in maybe Lowe's a little while back, and they actually white refrigerators, I guess, are coming back, but it really depends on what your kitchen look like. And I've shown a few houses with white refrigerators, but they were more up-to-date white refrigerators that matched the decor of the home, of the kitchen.
Nene Leaks put white refrigerators out of bed.
Baby, when Nene said she has a white, I said, I felt everything that Nene was saying.
Ooh, a white refrigerator.
Oh my God. Until you get some steel, never come for St. James.
Ooh.
Never.
And if you got a mini white refrigerator, my last
and a mini, right? Ain't even a big tall one. We were storefront Holiness Church. Y'all were Apostolic Baptist. Oh, were we? Okay. No, I just never was drawn to a storefront church. And I think it's just because of how I grew up. I just was never drawn to a storefront church. Even when I went and helped out a few churches, storefront churches, the music and stuff, I would go on there and do what I needed to do, and I wouldn't stay long now.
Y'all know, St. James is bullshit.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's just some things I just won't tolerate.
He didn't deny. He came to Detroit. That nose was up in the air, huh?
Oh no, my nose wasn't up in nobody's air.
He was looking around. Ooh, child, what is this, honey?
Absolutely not. Don't you tell the people that. I was just sitting there and observing. I observed. Still with Alexa. My God. You was born in it. I feel you. Yeah, man. Why is Daryl more mad at Jives? You know what? That's a whole situation from way back when. That they have been going at each other for years. I mean, talking about mamas, talking about it. I mean, Mari, I don't know if it's off just for content at this point, or if there can't be a true off. It just can't be a true, because your issues are not my issues. But let's take it back a little bit. Felton is friends with Daryl. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. I think he just knows him, or he's his Masonic brother, frat brother, one of them brothers. Yeah. So yeah. So I think Daryl has taken it upon himself to defend Felton, defend Felton's honor. So I think that's what the issue was. But I mean, at this point, it's not your fight.
Is Daryl a little,
Mm-hmm. and I don't have anything against Daryl. It's just, when we put ourselves in situations that it doesn't necessarily need to be in, we're creating all these problems for ourselves. Listen, if you're doing it for content, I understand it. You need your AdSense check. But in endeavoring to do it for content, you're like affecting your personal life. I'm not going to affect my personal life for content, Jesse.
Why are y'all going down the courtrooms, peddling through court documents, looking through sperm banks and stuff?
Right. It's just not that serious to me. I told John, listen, throw me the Zoom. I'm nosy. I want to see what's going to happen at the thing. I told him that, he didn't do it, but my thing is, but invest it in the way of I'm going to go there, or I'm going to look it up. I didn't look up not one case of nobody's. I don't care. I'm not that invested to look up a case. Okay. Oh, they went to the same college. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure the only association is just because I know you went here, or I know that you're a part of this fraternity or organization that I'm a part of. So I'm just saying, I mean, if people want to fight other battles, I'm asking for the Lord to fight my battles. Fight my battles, Lord. Nobody fights like you. That's the only battle I want, somebody to take on for me.
Daryl is like, child, like you are in the middle of whatever you got going on with Larry, then you into it with his op. It's like a 3-way battle, and it's like,
yeah.
And then Daryl gets up, because I went over and watched that video. Normally I wouldn't go, give a damn, but I went to go look at it, and I was like, why is y'all bringing up people HIV, V status?
That's what I just don't understand. I don't know what the relevancy of that is.
Like that's so weird. And then it's like, okay, you threatening to take jobs to court, but you're openly saying stuff like this, especially
Yeah.
when Cardi B and Tasha K
Mm-hmm,
just had that
mm-hmm,
situation.
mm-hmm.
Like, y'all, why is y'all so invested on? Don't we have other things to talk about?
And even with that, say that you went to court and you want somebody to prove that they got some kind of disease. Well, listen here, we don't know if Cardi B really had that or not, but guess what? Documents produce that she didn't. And guess what? When you have enough money, you can produce whatever you want to produce, Jesse.
And also because I had watched this Judge Mathis case a while ago, and the guy, he did have HIV and people told it, but Judge Mathis still gave the guy that had HIV the
Mm-hmm.
award at the end of the day, because you're putting out information that
Yeah.
shouldn't be public.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know a lot of people throw around that PII or that HIPAA. HIPAA really doesn't. HIPAA applies to
Corporations.
corporations, healthcare facilities, insurance companies. People like to, people just they don't have any knowledge. They just like to talk on these here YouTube streets, Jesse.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have anything to do with us over here. You may get a defamation of character. I mean, defamation lawsuit or something like that over here. But when you come talk about HIPAA, that has to do with health organizations and things like that. But people like to sound good and say that. But I mean, and let me tell you this, Jesse, there's a lot of people who got HIV that are just more than we know.
They say that over half of the gay Black community has HIV.
That's scary. That's scary.
So that the people think that's a read, but it's a
It's not a
lot of
read. It's
people
not a read.
with
Help.
that
Yeah.
disease. And it's
Mhm.
just like, especially with Daryl and him being in and out of the hospital, it's like, why would you go
Yeah.
there with all of that? And then shouldn't you just be taking care of yourself? You're still smoking these cigars every day.
Mhm.
Like,
The only thing, and the thing that I don't like, Jesse, is the fact that all these people are, going back and forth, but we're all like Christian based. We will throw out a scripture after reading somebody. God is fighting for me. No, nigga. God has loosed his hand off of you and let you run amok. This is between you. This is you and your.
My issue is you in the same vein, y'all sit up and criticize, the church this, the church that. But it's like, in your personal life, y'all know better than these pastors y'all keep talking about.
No.
What's tea?
Yeah. That's why, when we cover stories, I mean, tell the story, but when you get a lot of your personal feelings in there, that's when we get a little off course, because such as some of us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we could tell the story, but it's how you tell the story. We can be comical about it. We can kind of juice it up a little bit, make it a little bit more fiery. But I mean, when you start entering health reads and documents and people's addresses and all that, listen, people are going to go to somebody's house and they're not going to return home.
And then this man, I don't know if he realizes how crazy he looks and sounds. He was like, he said, yeah, because you walk to the store every day to go get them Lunchables. Either you go to the store over there by the Exxon Mobil.
He's talking about Conscious TV, and it's like he's trying to torment Conscious TV because he wants him to come out and tell him who he worked for and who. It's like, dude. I mean, I understand it, and
it's creepy.
But you know what? The unfortunate part is where Daryl is coming from, and I understand where he's coming from, but I don't give him a pass on it. But I understand because he blames a lot of that of his parents' ailments and his parents dying. He blames a lot of that on Larry.
But when are we going to start taking accountability for our actions?
Yeah, we have to. I don't care how much you dislike a person. You cannot just shift the blame of life on them.
Yeah. And when do you ever sit down with yourself and say, you know what? I should have handled that situation better. I forget what exactly had happened with, why he said Larry basically asked his, parents. But
I think there was some things with some calling of his parents, and I'm not sure who did the calling and did all that. I don't know.
But it's just like, okay, well, you should, take some of the blame yourself and say, well, I should have left that situation alone.
This is how my parents got involved in this shit.
Right. I should have hit why didn't you hit the damn block button?
Yeah, block. Don't talk. St. James will ignore you in a minute.
Yeah, ignoring and blocking hoes.
Ignoring and blocking is a wonder. You do not have to let these people into your life. You allow them to fight on their own and by themselves. Exactly. It doesn't matter. And see, and this we've been at, like you said, that's how your parents got in it. Because everybody's looking for a way to cut you. And what's the perfect way to try to cut you, but through the people that you love the most?
And what is you're doing that for 8,000 subscribers?
Yeah, is that? Yeah, I don't see how much. Yeah, yeah. That block is a ministry, boy, and it's a wonderful, thriving ministry, and I support it. I support that ministry.
It's a wonder. It's a wonder in my soul.
Yeah. So I mean, I really wish we can just come together, have a conversation, and I'm opening my platform to it. I mean, I would love to have all the most of them. Some people aren't welcome on my platform, but most of them on here to just kind of talk it out, not in a way that we did it before. I remember when we had Kwame and Kyrie on there, it went to shits. But I think at this point in time, I would love to have a conversation with all of the ones of us who profess this thing. One side we professing, and the other side we cursing and everybody out, and we doxing people, and we want to put bullets in. It's just craziness.
Yeah, and it's a shame because we're all Black men at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And with this upcoming election, I know, sometimes we get sick of hearing about it, but this is serious out here. We have less than 60 days to determine our livelihoods.
Yes.
And y'all are so vested in drama. Yeah. And it's like, we don't have to talk about the election all the time, but it's we need to get back to some lightheartedness.
And that's what I'm saying. It ought to be like the stories that come up. Hilliard. I mean, everybody should be able to run to everybody's platform and hear their perspective on it.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. Without a whole bunch of, talking about the other ones, in a negative way. It's people are going to have their way of doing things, and that's what makes these YouTube streets and these social media streets so special. Everybody has their niche.
And if you get your ass off of goddamn YouTube and start talking to your family members, there wouldn't be 10 million Black Americans not registered to vote.
That's crazy.
Take your cousins. I said that before. You need to be talking to your cousins because it's a lot of Gen Z and millennials out here that are just misguided, and they're getting all this fake information off of TikTok and God knows where. And y'all so vested in this bullshit. And it's not just them, it's everybody.
No. It's a lot of people. Yeah,
everybody, y'all keep sharing stuff. I'm so glad Netta and Charles is the hell up off of my damn Facebook.
Well, they They hawking some seasoning now. Now she's selling some seasoning. God forbid.
Lord Jesus. She
you
putting the
want to
seasoning
purchase?
on her. She putting it on her face.
Do you want to purchase some seasonings from Miss Netta?
Nah, nothing that she's ever could looked any worth than good.
She ain't no Tabitha Brown seasoning, and Tabitha's ain't got no salt. So
I'll buy Tabitha's before. At least
but
I know
I'll buy that before I buy Miss Netta.
Ooh,
Y'all
stuff...
hit the like button for me. Hit that like button. It's free for the free 99, y'all. Just hit the like button. And if you would like to support the channel or support my guest here, his Cash App is right there, little Jesse. $LILJESSYE.
Yeah, and y'all make sure y'all share. And you and y'all hoes in the bushes, hit that subscribe button, because we going up beyond to 20,000.
Come on, Tremaine. My ex-wife said, I don't care what kind of state we're in, make sure they do not sing Going Up a Yonder at my funeral.
Oh, it's certain songs I gotta write my will out because
yeah. You gotta write the vision and make it plain. Yeah.
We never wouldn't have made it. Take Me to the King. If I hear Take Me to the King at my funeral, I will get up out that casket and beat everybody at.
Can you give with the gift card? Sure you can. Yeah, you can, sure you can. I don't know who you want to give it to, but I think that all you need is an email address, right? TheSaintJamesShow at att.net. I think that's all you need. I don't know. Maybe. It is what it is. Hold on. We have a guest. Hold the line. Meet me in Stockholm, Sweden, May 1st through the 3rd, 2025 for Music and Arts Global. Edwin Hawkins. Donald Lawrence presents Edwin Hawkins Music and Arts Global. Sean, is that you?
It is I.
Praise the Lord.
It is I. Welcome. What you got to
Good
say?
evening, Saints. I just wanted to add to this. Don't wear no t-shirts with my face on it.
Oh no.
I don't want please don't have nobody come up and speak that I don't like. Like, I'm gonna have a list. If this
you talking about your funeral? I'm like, what's she talking about?
My home going, child. When people listen, I got a list.
Hear of my home going.
I'm so tired of that song. I don't want all of that. Oh, me and her used to know we didn't.
Yeah.
Don't do I don't want all of that at my service.
They said, what about wearing your favorite color? Felix said, how about your favorite color?
My favorite color is gray. So if y'all like to do that, I wouldn't be,
You wouldn't be.
Don't wear no black though. Yeah, I don't want the choir in black. I don't want nobody in black.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't give a flying flip what you wear to my funeral, and I don't even care if you come. I'm dead.
Well, that too. I don't want my face on no shirt. Like, don't be having no 40s. Don't be smoking and all of that.
Saints wear white. Yeah, that's right. You got to wear white. You got to be pure. You going up a yonder. Yeah.
And they better not let them put me in no dress. So I'm coming back for everybody.
You came as a stud, you leave it as a stud. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I'm coming in here the same way I went. I done already told my mama, if you just feel like you want to put a dress on me, put my robe on. Because I'm not.
I think it's
just put my robe on.
That to transsexuals and that.
Yeah, I think
families have done that. They dressed them as men in the casket and know that they were, they lived their life as a woman. I think that's just disrespectful.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah. I understand the thought process, but it's just that legalism, type of thing. And they think they can boost them into heaven by making them look like a man. It's that thought process.
Yeah, that definitely ain't gonna work.
Because if that's the case, just burn me the hell up. Burn me up.
Burn me up, baby. Don't waste the money. Don't waste your daddy's money on that, girl.
Burn me and put a baby picture up.
Yeah. A baby picture. Don't even put
My firstborn picture. Don't even put up none of that. Mm-mm.
Unrecent, just
I want everybody to have a party. I think I do want a traditional funeral, but I want them to play a bunch of little house music and some Mary J. At the funeral. I want everybody to get up and dance because that's what I like to do. That's the only thing I want. Y'all, and like I said, never would have made it and better not be played, or I'm gonna have a problem.
Never would have made. Speaking of never would have made it, I was going to ask you, Sean, and you guys are from Detroit, and the young lady Layla Turney. She sound familiar?
Layla?
That don't sound familiar.
Let me get the spelling of her name. Layla. She is a singer there in Detroit. Layla, it's Leila, and her last name is Taraneh.
She must be young.
Leah, is it Leah?
Leah? Maybe it's Leah.
I don't know her. I might know her face.
She must be young.
Yeah, Leah that's a young folk name.
Yeah, I was probably tipping out the door by the time
she is anyway, she's leaving Detroit to be the praise and worship leader at Marvin Winans Church.
Marvin Sapp.
Marvin Sapp.
Junior. Marvin Sapp.
Yeah. She's leaving Detroit to be the praise and worship leader at Marvin Sapp Church in Texas. I was just going to ask you, did you know her?
No.
She must be one of them youngins, or she could be from
let me
everybody say Detroit. She might be from his church that was in
I was just thinking because he was in Detroit before he moved, right?
No, he was in Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids. Yeah, Grand Rapids.
That's on the other side of the state. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, when they say Detroit, you got to be real careful because
y'all don't claim it.
Oh no, Grand Rapids is a 2.5 hour drive away. That's a whole different.
That ain't even Detroit.
This is her.
I've seen her. Keep scrolling. I think I've seen her.
You've seen her?
Is she over there at GEI?
I don't think she is. I don't see her there.
I've seen that face somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think she is. No, because when she's singing, she's not at GEI. Like Sunday mornings and stuff, she's not at GEI. Yeah. I was just going to ask you guys if you knew her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's younger.
Okay.
Yeah, she's young.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say, Nicola. He moving her in to be his praise and worship leader.
She so light skinned and pretty like the wife.
You took the words out.
We just gonna sit back and see how this go.
And then them hips was all out.
We gonna sit back and see how. Hope she don't end up in the ditch somewhere like that other woman.
Never would have made it.
Like the doctor that took a liking to Marvin Sapp, and she went on and FaceTime Jesus. Yes, she did.
Take me to
the. They really have to be careful with that. But wasn't somebody somewhere that he was doing a concert and the lady said that he was her husband or something from the audience?
Listen, that happens all the time. I'm sure that probably did happen.
You might have been talking about one time I had said on here, Donnie McClurkin that came to Saginaw, and some woman had told my mama, the Lord told me Donnie McClurkin is my husband. Donnie
I remember that.
Donnie, every man wants a
girl. You so off. Your discernment so far gone.
You definitely wasn't listening to Jesus, honey.
Donald been kind of quiet these days. He's been, since ain't heard no.
Be open again soon.
Yeah, he'll be cutting up in a minute. Yeah,
but after he said what he said. What was that last month? Marvin came back and kind of, so he might not. Yeah, He might have told him not to say nothing for a minute.
Did
'Cause,
Marvin debunk him?
yeah, he
Oh,
didn't like
okay.
that at all.
What
He didn't like.
happened? What
What
happened?
was he saying? He was talking about we don't something
We
about
can't speak miracles or saying
it.
speaking stuff into existence wasn't Bible.
Pretty much the power of the tongue is null and void.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, some of these people need, to go and take that Social Security check and just go, sit down,
So
get a microphone to somebody else, please.
You said who
just
was
go
really
on tour and sing.
Nicola
Just
said, who's checking for Marvin? These women who want something in life. I mean, they
I
think
thought
they
she was
want,
talking about Marvin Winans, not Marvin Sapp, Lord
I think she talking about
Jesus.
Sap.
either or.
Either one, well, whoever you want to pick. I
Yeah,
seen this
whichever one.
picture.
Look
I
here,
seen this.
Nicola,
Oh,
them big
yeah, see, she talking about
boys,
Sap.
them big boys, child, every
Listen
man.
here, Nicola, this don't do nothing for you. Don't do nothing for you.
Right, Goonies. Right.
Folks came to Detroit, but live in what city is that? Is that a city?
Ypsilanti.
Ypsilanti.
My young
Ypsilanti, Ann
Carisha
Arbor,
said
Pontiac.
yips are plenty.
What'd you say? Hips are
Well,
plenty.
that's what Carisha Young Miami said. Yips are plenty.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, you said you don't want a Nicola. Okay, I'm just checking. I was checking.
But
Why
a lot
did
of these pastors is folks' husbands and boyfriends in their head. That's why they be getting all them free meals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so can you put Ozempic sap up again? Everybody taking this Ozempic, honey.
Listen, that
Mm-mm.
Ozempic, it's giving you skinny legs.
So he must
Skinny.
have just started taking that because he wasn't like that the other week. That must be a new picture.
This is new. He was on Tamron Hall maybe last week or the week before.
Oh yeah, because he wasn't like that at
Mm-hmm.
Brooks services. He was not that small.
Yeah, Kim Burrell and Marvin Sapp, who gonna be next? Karen Clark Sheard.
You know what?
Ozempic.
Speaking of Marvin in this reunion tour, someone went to the one in Toronto and they gave me their review of it. They were saying that it's totally, they said the concert is just, it's not like cohesive. It's definitely not a good concert.
Well, mine is in the morning. Well, tomorrow at 7.
To the defense of it, I said, well, this is a new lineup. They're still probably getting the kinks out of the lineup and how they're going to do things. And because Toronto was maybe the second, because I know they did Philadelphia. And then I think they went to Toronto. So my only thing is they're probably still trying to get tweak it a little bit to figure out the flow. But they were like, it just wasn't good. They said Fred is good. He's moving real slow, real slow. But the voice is immaculate. The voice is still there. So it's still going to give you Fred, which is great. The Clark sisters seem out of touch with the concert itself. Which last time it seemed like the Clark sisters were the glue holding the concert together.
Right. I don't know.
They could be tired. That's a
Yeah.
lot. And none of them are young. Like
Yeah.
just the whole lineup. Not Fred, not Marv.
Right.
Like everybody is over 50.
Now, and what the bad thing that I thought about that they said Yolanda is totally not fit for this particular tour.
Well, Yolanda always gave us, mostly ballads, gowns, beautiful gowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's not. I saw her at that, that one concert back in May for Mother's Day weekend. She did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And she opened up the show and everything.
Did she sing old music? What did she sing?
She sung everything off of the Day by Day album.
Okay.
And all,
Because that
like,
was my question. I asked them, I said, well, is she doing her new stuff? Is she doing her old stuff? He said that it just wasn't, it didn't go. It just didn't work. And I'm like, well, maybe it's early in the tour and they'll really work out those kinks as they go along.
But I think putting a solo artist on a lineup where it's all groups or choirs
Yeah.
is not gonna fit.
But the thing
Because it's
about
just her.
The thing they said too, Kirk Franklin didn't bring any of his people. It's just like a few background singers for everybody.
Yeah, see that don't that's not a line. If it was her and maybe another solo artist, it might kinda maybe her and Tamla Man, it might kinda
well, Fred and Marvin are doing it solo.
But they're singing with the group though.
Yeah, because they're doing commission songs.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, like one or two of the songs are commission songs that they're doing.
Yes.
Like they're doing one of the songs he's doing Running Back to You, and then Marvin chimes in on that one as well.
Yeah, and then with the new lineup, a lot of them are, how do I say this without being
speak?
I can't. I can only do so much.
Yeah.
When you have 4 or 5 original group members, and then you stick in 3 that aren't originals, it's kind of like I have to prove that I'm in commission. So everybody just be singing and everybody singing hard, whereas commission always sang together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Marvin is a good singer, and now they did say Marvin sounds great. Fred sounds great. The sound is definitely there, but it just said that it just wasn't a great concert. Yeah, it just wasn't a great concert, and it scared me. Then they said they were at they're at a casino in Toronto, which I mean, you got to pick the venue according to the city because every city is different when it comes to gospel as support.
Yeah, because and then a lot of people don't realize when you go to Canada, there's no Black Americans over there. That's all Nigerians and Caribbeans.
Right. You're right. And they mentioned that. Now that you said that, they mentioned that. They were like, there's a lot of like non-American people that live, like Black people that are in Toronto. So the Black people are coming from like other countries.
Yeah. That's a hard.
You said so it's Kelly, LaToya, and Solange, right? With no Beyonce.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where when you do a tour like that, you really have to make sure your base audience are people who know you.
Yeah.
You're just going to states because they saying they want the tour to come there. But if you got commission singing in front of 20, 30-year-olds,
they don't care nothing about that.
Well, and it does depend on the city too, because I don't really like going to shows in Detroit that often. I like to go out on the East Coast more because they just have more fun out there than they do here. Detroit can be kind of like iffy. Yeah, fake bougie, exactly. I was gonna say that. Thank you, Sean, for validating me. But
let me tell you, after I came there and went to that Hawkins tribute, I know y'all say that wasn't the full encompassing of Detroit, but I got an idea of Detroit.
Now, Detroit, listen, if it had been a little bit cooler, and I'm gonna say maybe like 60, they would have had on minks and stuff. But I'm a flashy thing you and erase that concert from your head.
But the gospel scene here has definitely degraded. Like, it's not the same like that it used to be back in the day.
Are you
It's
guys
not.
going to Marcel's concert with Ricky Dillard on what, the
I'm not
28th?
going over there to
Not
nothing.
never. I would never go to anything that he did. Like, and it's not even him personally, even though I don't really care for him.
No, it's him
But
personally.
now depending on who's there, you know what I'm saying? I would never pay to go. Now that's what I'm not gonna
Well,
do.
I guess it is a
But
free thing, I guess. Which I'm like, where he get that
how it's
money
free
from?
and you gotta pay Rick. Okay.
That's what I'm
I want to
saying.
see
I
what
don't
the excuse
understand.
is for Ricky not coming this time.
Yeah,
Well, Ricky, it ain't the date yet, so we still got to see if Ricky gonna show up.
and
Yeah,
then the only reason why I even went to that event is because St. James was there and he was, out of town guest. But outside of that, I was not going to that shit at all.
Well, I can say it now that it's over. I tried to deter him from going, but I do want.
Sean did give me some 411, some very interesting and worthy information. I mean, and truthful information.
I didn't lie.
You did not.
But I want everybody to have the experience for themselves.
Yeah.
Because I don't never want to be like, well, don't. But
and I also like going because I knew a lot of the music and arts people were gonna go. So it was good to see some of my music and arts, Edwin Hawk music and arts people there. Because that same week was our week to have our conference. So it was kind of, nostalgic just to see some of the people there. I
should have made a chat so y'all all could have known because
Mm-hmm.
Y'all all could have saved that money and went somewhere else.
Well, St. James, I'm glad St. James was able to come here and get an experience of the new Detroit because a lot of people sleep on, what's up and coming here. So I, based off of what I've heard, it seemed like St. James had a good time while he was here.
No, I really did. I really enjoyed my time in Detroit. I really did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad you was. Yeah.
All I do is talk about Savannah Blue. I just want to go back to Savannah Blue, Jesse.
I still ain't been there. Back there.
Ain't been back.
I still ain't been to Fixins because, child, somebody took me on a date and I wanted to go to Fixins. They had done some cheesecake. I didn't want no pathetic ass cheesecake factory.
Oh, you wanted them. Didn't that one girl say she didn't want no cheesecake and she shunned her date for taking her to the cheesecake?
Well, I never been. Well, no, I'm not.
Factory.
I'm not, fake bougie or nothing like that. That was my first time going. I wasn't impressed, and he had been there multiple times, but it wasn't good. I didn't like it.
Did he ask you what do you like to eat normally? Did he do any suggestions for what?
Yeah, and I thought that I had made reservations for Fixins. I thought we was going to Fixins. He said, "Okay, I'm just pulling up to the." I was like, "You just want this nasty shit." That's why I ain't been back on. That's why I ain't going no second date.
No, Cheesecake Factory, everything. I don't like everything there, but I do have some favorites that I do enjoy at the Cheesecake Factory. I'll go there and just on a regular, sit at the bar and eat, by myself. I mean, for lunch or something like that. Because our Cheesecake Factory is right with the mall. So you could just walk. Yeah. So if I'm going to shop or something, I'll go and stop in there and I'll be seeing Leah in there. Leah's always, and that's her favorite little spot to dip into also. So, yeah.
But y'all in Fresno, so,
It's little limited here. But I mean, I've gone to San Francisco and went to Cheesecake Factory. There's a nice one on the Macy's, downtown Macy's. They have one at the rooftop. Really nice to sit outside and downtown San Francisco. So that's a nice one. Yeah, there's a nice one in Beverly Hills. That's the first time I ever went to Cheesecake Factory was in Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive. There's a Cheesecake Factory. That was the first time I ever been.
I can't wait to get back to LA.
We're going to have a time on this cruise, y'all. We're going to have a time.
A time will be had.
Bougiecation, June 23rd to 27th, leaving out of Los Angeles. We're going to the Catalina Island. We are going to Ensenada. So you want to make sure that you book your cruise immediately. All you need is $200 to book it. If something comes up and you cannot go, that is fully refundable. You have until June 9th to make the final payment. So that is plenty of time to pay and the cruise amounts, the room,
April 9th.
April 9th. And the rooms for the balcony and from the ocean view have gone down. Miss Cruiser has called and got them they dropped them a little bit. So it's a great time to just call and book them and make it happen. So what else? What's our other one? Hold on. So there are the balcony view, ocean view, inside. So we're going to Navigation of the Seas. We are going out of Los Angeles, California port. So make sure that you are at Bougiecation June 23rd through the 27th. I heard Jives this morning trying to get you to go to Pride in Florida that week. You can't go that week.
Child, no, I can't go that week. My line suspended. I'm sorry, John.
Sean, are you joining us for Bougiecation?
I am. This will be my first cruise. I am
Me too.
terrified of boats.
I have a friend who's coming, and that's his first cruise as well. Because I got about like 4 or 5 of my friends that are going to join us as well. And one of them have never cruised like me, so they're scared. And I'm like, dude, chill out.
I'm gonna have every peel they say that I can have just in case.
They stuff behind your ear, on your wrist. Give me everything, doctor. I'm going to.
I'm gonna be chewing gum, all kind of stuff. I don't even know if that worked, but
Sean, you ain't never been on a princess boat.
I did. I stopped going to Babylon because the boat moved. I don't do boats.
Lord.
And then they told me that I could drive to Babylon, and I was like, oh, and I drove, but they didn't tell me nothing about the ferry. So yeah, I just stood there and waited till the 7 o'clock till they came back because I don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now I did do jet skis on the honeymoon, and I had to be tough to take the boat to the area, and I had to, put on that face like, oh. But after I did it, it was fun. But I'll probably be on the inside of the boat. I'm gonna do that inside price because
you're gonna do the inside. Okay. Yeah, and those prices, remember everyone, those prices are double occupancy. So if it's 2 of you, then of course you just split it. Now, if you're married or whatever, y'all figure all that out.
Yeah, I can't split nothing.
There ain't no splitting around. Yeah,
I can't split nothing. So yeah.
Oh, Nicola says strawberry lemonade and bread, please, for Cheesecake Factory. The best thing that you can drink at that doggone Cheesecake Factory is the cucumber lemonade. It's the best ever. Cucumber lemonade. It is so good. You won't go back. You will not have a look back spirit when you have that. It is really good.
What's all in it?
It's a cucumber lemonade. So it's a lemonade fused with cucumber. I know it sounds weird, but it is
good.
It is wonderful. It's so refreshing. It's really good.
So it's no tequila or nothing like that?
No. This is just a regular lemonade. No. But baby, if you put some rum in there, they might bless your spirit.
They got at the skip. You ever been to the skip, Sean, in Detroit? It's in the alley right there by the Z Garage and Mike Sips Club.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a watermelon cucumber slushy there, and it's mixed with alcohol. It's good.
That sounds good. Yeah.
That sounds like a Vegas drink.
It kind of
over there. What's that? What's that Vegas spot? With them
Fat Tuesday.
No. That crazy one. The candy one. The sweet one. What's it called?
That bullshit.
Yeah. What's it called?
That what's that place? Because we got one here in Detroit now. That old
Oh,
mess.
do you?
Yeah.
I forget the Sugar Shot, the Sugar Shack,
Sugar
the
Factory.
Sugar
Ugh.
Sugar
Factory.
Factory.
Yeah.
We
That
got
is a
one here in
total
Atlanta
ripoff.
too. I don't like it.
I had
It's
that
a
mess
total
in
ripoff.
Vegas. I said, you know what? Y'all always want to. I can't stand going out of town with people that want to be on that Instagram stuff.
Oh
But see,
yeah.
you wouldn't deal with me then. I like that kind of going on. I
See,
like to go to places that I've
mm-mm.
followed, that I've seen on Instagram or TikTok. Like I follow certain ones, and the St. James Eats. Go to St. James Eats and subscribe there at Instagram. And a lot of the things that I follow, I will go when I go to the cities that I go to.
Yeah, I
Me.
gotta try something.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I gotta try something new.
that's
No,
my thing.
I
Is
go
I
and
don't.
follow. I go find my own things to do. Like when
Yeah.
I was in LA, I went. I got on Google and I was like, okay, I want to go here. I want to go there. I kind of already have a feeling of what I'm gonna do, but I don't like that Instagram stuff because it'd be like all that little trendy stuff. It always end up being boring to me, or it's nasty.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, I just
sometimes I
have.
go somewhere and they don't have it.
Mm-hmm. I like to go
And they'll
places
say
that
you got
it's
that
not
on
in your
TikTok.
city. Go ahead.
No, I say, and they'll say that you must have seen that on TikTok. We don't do that here. And I'm like, ugh.
Wow. Yeah. That I've come across that as well. But I like to I like to try, like I don't like to go to any chain restaurant. If it's in my city, I don't like to go. But like when I go to, like when I said I went to Cheesecake Factory, we have a Cheesecake Factory here, but that depends on how many days I'm staying in the city. I'm not going to go to a city one day and go to a chain restaurant. I'm going to go to somewhere that is specific to that particular city that's good. I'm not going to waste my time, just doing
Yeah, I'm
that.
not gonna do nothing that I got at home. I just
No,
not gonna.
no. Unless it's,
Right.
2, 3 in the morning and you done partied all night and hung out all night, and then the only thing open is like a Taco Bell or something.
Yeah,
You
that's different. But if I'm
Yeah,
out
it's
of
different.
town for a week
Yeah,
or something, I gotta do something that I don't have at home. That's not
yeah.
good.
I'm getting the menu and everything together for the meet and greet for Los Angeles the Sunday before the cruise. So that's going to be excellent. It's going to be out on the, we're going to sit out and look at the water and stuff like that. So it'll be nice. It'll be great.
Well, one thing I do know for sure is that if you get the menu together, we gonna do it because you
It
need to
will
do it.
be
So
it will be a time. We are going to have a really good time. And my thing is, I always very strategic in that it's like I don't want to make things. And we didn't set the prices at all. The prices are set with the cruise, and of course we could have got a $500 cruise, 300, something like that. But a couple of days or something. But I want to weed out idiots, because if you're going to pay the money, you're not going to come there with no bullshit. You're going to come there and have a good time and respect everybody because you spent decent money getting there.
well, one thing's for sure, some people can't afford it, so they just won't be here.
And just don't do it. And that's understandable as well. Because there'll be some other things that we can do. I want a meet and greet in Atlanta. I want one in New York. I want one in, Chicago. I want a lot of meet and greets as we build up.
They all
Definitely.
sound good to me.
Yeah. I
As
don't know
long
why
as it
y'all.
ain't
As long as it's what?
as long as it ain't no reformation.
I'm gonna have Larry as a special speaker for one of the meet and greets. Maybe I'll ask him if he'll come speak.
Okay,
Don't do that to Jesse.
No, it's all right.
Or you can't tell him ahead of time because he gonna already come in.
No, I wouldn't tell him. It just show. No, he shaded me on his show the other day. When I sent him a little love gift, he gonna say, "I'll be nice today." That's what he said.
You gonna be nice, because what you gonna do, bitch? What are you going to do? Who gonna check me, bitch?
Who gonna check me, boo?
See, he already see. That's why you can't tell him.
You be trying to be nice.
You know, I'm gonna be. The man just gave you some money, you know, and I'm gonna be girl going with all that. You know, these sissies. You know, I could talk like I want to talk now because it done got to the 2-hour mark. You know,
right.
These sissies, they get up here, you know, acting all big and bad. Child.
Look at this here. Goonie said, if I come to Atlanta, he's definitely showing his face and meeting me. Okay, Goonies. I'm bringing Uncle Tim with me.
You really coming to Atlanta, folks? Are you real specific about Atlanta?
I actually have something planned around Christmas time that I'm supposed to be in Atlanta. So I'm still waiting for that. But it's a possibility. If not, if that doesn't work out, definitely early part of next year.
I think Goonies is in Georgia.
Yeah,
I think he said that. Yeah,
he's in Georgia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, what did he say about Chris? I like white. I mean, I remember the first time I had White Castles. I think it was in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I had White Castle last night.
Did you?
That's why That's why his stomach is messed up.
Right.
Well, no, my stomach.
You're a little intoxicated. You eat anything, baby.
Yeah. I had to go get me a little chicken slider, honey.
Oh, that's different. Last time,
and I'm glad they have White Castles in Vegas.
Yeah, they do.
No, and my stomach is hurting because of that Popeyes if they eating them hot wings.
Oh yeah, that's
listen, them little wings is good though. They good.
Yeah, but I can't handle nothing spicy. So that's...
You know what really messes me up is the spicy chicken deluxe sandwich at Chick-fil-A. That thing will send you.
See, I can't fool with that.
It'll send you every time. It's subtle.
I don't do that spicy.
No.
Yeah, I'm a spicy type of person. I like spice in my food. I really do.
I ain't started eating hot sauce till I was grown.
Really?
I can't handle no spice.
Goonies, that mac and cheese at Chick-fil-A is not bad. It's good.
No, it's not.
It's good.
You don't like it?
No, it's good. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's good. I like it.
Them and Popeyes got some good macaroni.
Yeah, Popeyes mac and cheese is good too. It's decent, but I think I like Chick-fil-A's over Popeyes.
Yeah. And get some of that. Get some macaroni with them grilled tenders.
Yeah. Oh, you got to do grilled. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I won't mind the regular.
Well, just the tenders. Just the tenders.
Okay.
Or the little bites.
Deep fried.
Do y'all have a Harold's? I remember I went to Chicago and had Harold's. I liked Harold's.
I've never had Harold's.
You never had it? Okay.
Yeah. We got it in Atlanta, but I ain't never had it.
It's probably not Chicago though. You know, type of.
Probably not.
When I went there, to the Harold's in Chicago for the first time, and I disrespected them. That girl looked at me like I was crazy when I asked for ketchup. I said, "Can I get some ketchup?" She said, "For what?" Because I didn't know that they put the sauce all over your fries and your chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. She looked at me like I was crazy. She said, "Here you go." And I and I didn't use it because I mean the sauce was all over everything anyway. So yeah.
See, I don't like sauce on my food like that.
Me either.
I'm very saucy. I need sauce on I don't like dry stuff at all. Gotta be wet.
Put it on the side.
I like it wet and creamy.
Oh.
Well, see, in that case, well, maybe I might try it.
It is after dark.
Ooh, child, late in the midnight hour.
Gotta go turn
Everybody
it around.
grown.
Yeah, but really, I don't like dry. Like even on sandwiches, I have to like get extra stuff because I just don't like dry stuff.
I don't like barbecue sauce. I like a dry rib.
Yeah, I
Right.
gotta put if you barbecue, my family already know if you put sauce on it, I am not going to eat it.
Well,
Put it on the side.
barbecue should be made in the fact that you don't really need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It
Cause
should be that.
that's what be going on down here in Detroit. Everybody want to put a bunch of sauce on this non-seasoned meat, and I'm like, baby,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
they like
take
to
it
Open up
off.
with a
they
whole
just
bunch.
open up a bottle of hands and throw it on there. They don't mix nothing in it and all. I don't want
Mm-mm.
that.
And please don't put sweet baby rays on my stuff. You been there got slapped.
I don't mind it, but I always mix extra things with Sweet Baby Ray's. If I'm going to use it, I always mix it up with something else, like
Yeah.
some extra mustard, or mustard powder and garlic salt. I mean, not garlic salt, garlic powder, things like that. Just to kind of maybe a little more molasses to make it not so sweet. That molasses kind of makes it taste a little differently. Yeah, it's always ways to.
Yeah, you gotta doctor it up. But I like
Yeah.
that. If you're gonna do some sauce, I prefer open pit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not straight out the bottle though. It still needs to be
It
docked.
gotta be doctored,
Yeah.
yeah.
It needs to be definitely doxed it up. Y'all, I got to get out of here. And y'all, it's late, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming up and chatting with me tonight. It is 2 hours. I don't want to be on here longer than 2 hours.
We've just at 2 hours.
What they talking about?
Praise God.
$30,000. They talking about. Oh, I think I know they talking about being coached. Listen here, I'm not giving you $30,000 so you can coach me. I'll pass. All
I'm
right,
not giving you
y'all.
nothing.
Didn't I tell y'all?
All right, y'all. If y'all want to support the panelists, Little Jesse, $ Little Jesse, and I think yours is $ Sean Talks. Sean, is that your cash app?
No, I changed it.
You
It's
changed
it's Sean 74.
so
ITS
S. Go ahead.
SHUN.
Do it again.
ITS. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. ITS SHUN 74.
All right, it's Sean 74. All right, guys. I thank y'all for coming up. I'm gonna close out, and then we getting out of here.
All
Appreciate y'all.
right.
All right.
Bye.
Uh-oh. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with this late night, just chit chat. We ain't had nothing to do tonight. So I wanted to bug y'all and make y'all stay up with me. That's all. That's all we did. All right. So I appreciate you. If you would like to support the channel, we are at a 1818 celebratory type of donation. But of course, at your own discretion, even if it's $1.81, that's whatever you want to do, your own discretion. If you just want to be one of those people who views and just hits the like button, that helps us out as well. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, had some key cackles, some fun this late night hour. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in our favor. I believe that as well. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Well, actually, it's a Sunday morning. So enjoy yourselves over there on the East Coast. Enjoy your time at church or your time with your family or whatever you choose to do on tomorrow. Say a little prayer for somebody. Don't just think about yourself. Think about somebody else. All right. Let's end it as we came in. All right. But before we do that, come on, Marvin. Tell us what we need to do and what we should always do because God is who he is.
And now, let the weak say, I am strong. Come on. Let the poor say, I am rich. Because of what? Sing it. thanks. And now, let the weak say I am strong. Come on. Let the poor say I am rich. Because of what? Sing it! For us, give thanks.